hello there. How are you? Welcome to our WGTE Primetime for May. Can you believe it's the first Monday of the month? Oh my gosh. Now you know that April showers and the wind, I couldn't believe the wind. Another windy day. Oh my gosh. Do bring May flowers. So it did happen. And you know what? The leaves are on the trees. I gotta love that. I love it when the leaves get back on the trees. That means to me that it is spring and it's really gonna happen. So how are you doing? I certainly hope your April was wonderful, and I certainly hope May will be even better for you. So I've got some housekeeping things I really want to tell you about that I'm excited about. You know, Monday, May 13th at 6 p.m., I'll actually be at the Liberty Center Public Library. I am so happy that they reached out to us. We're going to be watching the first episode of Sanditon. They wanted to kind of revisit that, and they're going to do that with a local proper tea party. It's going to be so much fun. So you should come dressed as the 1800s, dressed as the times, because there's a contest, and the best prize, the best dressed will win a prize. So we're going to share 1800s early England, and we're going to talk about Jane Austen's last unfinished novel, Sanditon. So it's going to be so fun. It's at the Liberty Center Public Library, and it's May 13th at 6 p.m. It's open to the public, so please come. It should be a whole lot of fun. I'm looking so forward to it. Moving on, May 16th, we'll be at the Netterhauser, the Orlando Park shelter house out there in Sylvania. There's going to be a big celebration all about our Lake Erie. It's going to be so cool. It's with the Starlight Theater Group. They really do some fantastic stuff, and they're going to have a speaker to talk about Lake Erie, and then they're going to show our WGTE production of Lake Erie, Ohio's Great Lake. I am unable to be there. I'm so sorry, but we will have some WGTE giveaways and some stuff for you to take. We'll be all over it, even though we won't be there, but I hope you can attend. It's free and open to the public, and that's Thursday, May 16th, and the doors open at 6 p.m. for that. So I hope you love that. That should be a lot of learning on Ohio's Great Lake, our Lake Erie. It's a real treasure that we have. So Thursday, May 23rd is actually the third Thursday of the month, and I'll be at the Way Public Library for Real Opinions, and that's right at 2 o'clock as usual. And oh my gosh, this one is so good. We're watching Dr. Gates' Finding Your Roots. This episode is Forever Young, and it's with Valerie Bertinelli and Brendan Fraser, two young kid actors who did not know anything about their roots. It was sheltered from them. So we're going to learn all about that. That is Thursday, May 23rd at 2 p.m. at the Way Public Library for our Real Opinions. And just as a little side note, we're not going to do Real Opinions for the summer. We're going to take June, July, and August off, and then we'll come back in September, the third Thursday of the month, to do a fall, winter, and spring. It's just a lot of people have vacations, and people take a lot of time off, so it's all good. We'll just take the break for the summer, and then we'll come right back in September with some more good stuff for our Real Opinions. So just a little side note there. So with that, let's just take a breath, and we'll just get right on with May, shall we? I can't wait to tell you about this month. So I'm going to begin right with Sunday. On May 5th is the very last episode of season 13 of Call the Midwife. Tell me, was there an episode that you did not shed a tear? There's 8 episodes. I mean, seriously. Me, no. There was an episode each time something got me. It was either one of the mothers and the strife that they had. Trixie was getting me all teared up, but Nurse Crane always has answers for everybody. I don't know. There was just the good stories, the great acting. It's just such good writing too. It's such a beautiful thing. So looking forward to season 14 next year. We'll get the Christmas episode as well that will continue our story from 13 to Bridges to 14. But so yeah, and I'll probably repeat it somewhere too, just to get us all caught up. So that will end our season 13 of Call the Midwife on May 5th. I hope you loved it as much as I did. So on May 12th and May 19th, we're going to be repeating some very old but very, very, very good Lucy Worsley episodes. Now, the first one on May 12th at 8 o'clock is Tales from the Royal Bedchamber. Oh my gosh, so many secrets, so many surprises, things you would have never thought of. So, so, so good. You've got to check that out on May 12th. That's Tales from the Royal Bedchamber, and it's with Lucy Worsley. She always wore these little Scottish hats when she started out with us, so I kind of found this one. And then on May 19th, it's Tales from the Royal Wardrobe. Talk about interesting stuff on how all those big dresses come together and why they were so important. Only certain things could be shown, that kind of thing. Well, Lucy Worsley is going to tell you all about that on May 19th. at 8 p.m. Now, these two shows were the very first shows we ever aired when I started here at WGTE with our now friend, Lucy Worsley. These were her first two out of the box with PBS. So I hope you love them as much as I do. They're so much fun. Now, let me see. Moving on, at 9 o'clock, we're going to begin a new 3-part moving series called Maryland on Masterpiece. This is such a moving story about two sisters. Their mother has passed away. So they come back because, you know, they have to do all that stuff. They kind of discover each other and uncovering all these secrets that their mother had, this kind of secret life. So interesting. And then they work all this stuff out. Hard times, but yet some beautiful times too. So take a look and watch this and see what you think.
On Masterpiece.
What's going on, Beck?
Everything.
Come on, I want to show you both something.
Why didn't you tell us?
We're having this awful argument, and it's about everything. Mom, me, her, who she thinks I am, who I know she is.
You need to get out your own head for a bit.
I feel like I'm disappearing.
I need to say something to you.
No more secrets.
Maryland on Masterpiece.
See what I mean? It looks really good, doesn't it? I think I'm going to be pretty invested in that. And it's 3 episodes, so it'll tie up very quickly. So 10 p.m., we will do the remaining 3 episodes of Season 3 of Guilt with Mark Bronner and Jamie Sives. So that's just a whole lot of trouble happening, and all the old people are coming back that gave them trouble before. I don't know how they're going to wrap this up, but I'm kind of in. I'm in for the whole thing. So I hope you are too. So then on May 26th, of course, as you know, it's the end of May, and it's time to be patriotic because it's a National Memorial Day Concert 2024. Woohoo! We will be live at 8 o'clock on May 26th, and then there will be an immediate repeat at 9:30. So you can catch it again, or if you missed part of it, you can catch that part of it. I will actually repeat it the next day, that Monday at 3 p.m. Full of surprises, full of just so many stars, and all, you know, all those bands that you love. Take a look and see what you think.
The National Memorial Day Concert.
Join me, Joe Mantegna.
And me, Gary Sinise.
With Trace Adkins, Yolanda Adams, Joe D. Messina, John Slattery, The War and Treaty, Mary McCormick, Philip Phillips, Dule Hill, S. Epatha Merkerson, Chosen Jacobs, and Megan Hilty.
Join us for a night to remember.
The National Memorial Day Concert.
You can just keep hearing that music now, right? It's such a joyous event. It's so great, and it's such a PBS staple. We've been doing this. I've been here 22 years, so we've been doing this ever since then and way before. So it's just a national PBS thing. It's so great. Monday nights on WGTE are actually quite simple. So 8 and 9 p.m. is Antiques Roadshow, plain and simple, and then at 10 p.m. it'll be independent film. So that's pretty much your Mondays in May in a nutshell. So then we kind of move on to Tuesdays because this is going to kind of get a little interesting. So 8 p.m., we're going to do Finding Your Roots with Dr. Henry Louis Gates Jr. We're going to continue repeating season 10. It was actually a very great season. So 9 p.m. on May 7th and May 14th, we will do the last 2 episodes of Expressway with Dooley Hill. What did you think of that series? I really loved that series. What a great take. I've got that recorded, and you can expect to see that again sometime, somewhere in the schedule, because I think it's worth repeating. And then on May 21st, boy, we have a new American experience. It's called The Riot Report. This is some deep stuff because we're going to revisit 1967 when the inner cities across America erupted into violence during the LBJ presidency. So take a look.
On American Experience.
There will be a curfew starting at 11 o'clock.
We have cities all across the country up in flames.
Johnson's being faced with pressure to do something.
Creating a presidential commission was the best option.
The Kerner Commission told the truth, but it was a harsh truth.
There is this problem. Let's not sweep it under the rug.
The Riot Report on American Experience.
Yeah, right? That's some stuff, stories that need to be told. That's some serious history there. So then 10 p.m. is a long-standing informative PBS Frontline every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. So that's going to bring us all the way to Wednesday already. How are you doing so far? So 8 p.m. we will have episodes of Nature every Wednesday at 8 p.m. At 9 p.m. on May 1st and May 8th, we're going to finish up the series A Brief History of the Future. Interesting, kind of well done, kind of done differently. I kind of catch the repeat the next day. And I really like that on Thursday afternoons. I just kind of like to watch those. But it's very, very good. I really like that. And then we'll finish that up. Then we finish out the month with Nova at 9 p.m. So then we have this new part series at 10 p.m. as things get kind of interesting. It's called Pompeii, the New Dig. And you're gonna need some heavy clothes, a good sun hat, and a really good shovel, because we're gonna follow this extensive archaeological excavation in Pompeii in generations. It's never actually been done before. It's gonna be so interesting. That's kind of a nice science night right there for you on your Wednesday nights. That moves us on to Thursday nights, which, as well as you know, Toledo Stories at 8 p.m. I kind of dug up some good ones for you. On May 2nd, the War of 1812 in the Old Northwest will be on the 2nd at 8 p.m. May 9th, it's Flight Path. I kind of put that in because it's right smack in the middle of the Best Week in Birding. So it's one of our great shows about the migratory birds. So that would be then. On May 16th, we have Freedom Means Never Surrender. That's at 8 o'clock. That follows at 8:30 with Business Life 360 with Christy K. May 23rd, Lake Erie, Ohio's Great Lake. You can either go see it at the beginning of May at the Nader House in Orlando Park, or you can watch it on the 23rd, or you can do both. That's awesome, great too. So May 30th is Lakeside Chautauqua, An American Treasure, and then we'll follow that up at 8:30 with the Metro Parks of the Toledo area. That's a good old tried and true Toledo story. So 9 p.m. your Thursday night mystery is Annika season 2. I love watching them again. I'm all in. I just love her stories, and I missed some of them. It just seemed like the right time to see it again and kind of get us ready and excited for season 3 that I believe they're beginning filming now. I don't know how far along they are, but I know all the actors have re-signed back on. So that's very good. So I'm very excited about that. So 10 p.m., it's our contemporary music time, and we'll be airing Icon Music Through the Lens. I'm going to air 5 episodes of the people who traveled with our favorite bands and our favorite singers and got all the good, iconic picks either live or stage. It's such a great series. There's so much information. These people were so close to the stars and the rock bands that we love. It's all those Rolling Stone pictures or those, 16 magazine pictures, all that kind of stuff. Those people were there, and they would stay with these bands for such a long time and get to know them. It is such a great series. I hope you'll check it out in May, Thursday nights at 10 p.m. It's Icon Music Through the Lens. Such a great show. Now we're going to stay right with music because your Friday nights are all great performances. Exactly what I mean. Great performances, our series. So on May 3rd, we have Now Hear This, season 5 with Scott Yoo. The actual episode is The Composer Is You, as in Y-O-O, as in Scott Yoo. I know, it's kind of cute. But this is series 5 wrap up. So that will wrap up our series 5. I don't know if he's going to do a series 6 or not, but I always love his episodes. I think that they are a lot of fun. So on May 10th, we are going to re-air that 3-hour great performances of Hamlet. That was deep story. Wow. So that will be then. So I hope you'll enjoy that. It's an investment for the 3 hours, I do know. So May 19th, brand new show, Audra McDonald, London Palladium. Oh my gosh, do you not love her? She can sing anything. She's beautiful. She can sing anything. She can be funny, but she can sing a good serious opera too. She is amazing. And she's performed at the London Palladium, and they have recorded that for PBS to use. So that's great. On May 24th, we have a great performances of Purely Victorious. That will be such a fun little musical to watch. And then on May 31st, it's Rodgers and Hammerstein's 80th anniversary. They're calling this My Favorite Things. So that should be great. Very traditional, good old songbook stuff. So good stuff. So there's your Friday nights with all your great performances right there. And that's going to move us right along to your Saturday nights. And we're back to music in May. I know we did the Ken Burns all through April. I would love to know what you thought of that. But I pulled out some concerts in May that I think are a lot of fun. I'm going to start that out May 4th with Bryan Adams live at the Royal Albert Hall. A lot of good music from that guy. And I'm glad to see he's still out there touring and playing that rock and roll. On May 11th, we have a show with John Farnham and Olivia Newton-John. It's called Two Strong Hearts. They evidently were extremely, very, very good friends and performed together quite regularly. And then on May 18th, oh my gosh, this is so good. It's Ann Wilson and Trip Sitter. Such a good show. Nice to see her back out again. She's so awesome. This is live in concert. And as you know, Ann and Nancy Wilson are back together as Howard, touring with a new band, doing all their new stuff and old stuff, and it's just so nice to see them back together again. They had a little time where they weren't speaking or whatever, but they're back and they're touring, and I understand that this concert is really, really good. But you should check out the Ann Wilson Trip Sitter as well on May 18th at 8 o'clock. And then on May 25th, we have Molly Tuttle on the Golden Highway live in Nashville. Now, you may not have heard Molly. We have aired this once or twice, but the music is really super great. It's got a lot of traditional like violin and banjo and accordion, harmonica, that kind of stuff. It is just so wholesome and so good. I really think you should just give it a check out to see if you might like her. But she's very, very popular, believe it or not. But May 25th at 8 o'clock, you can check that out and see if that's something that you might enjoy. So 9 p.m. on your Saturday nights, we're just going to repeat Somewhere South with Vivian Howard. These are great 1-hour themed shows that she did based on a certain food, on different ways to make pie, different ways to make cucumber and stuff like that. So she, it's just really good stuff. So I thought that I would pop those in there right at 9 o'clock. And as of course you know, at 10 p.m., we're still with the good old Dr. Martin, and we are airing season 10 again. I wanted to kind of, since it was the brand new one, I wanted to see it all again. So I don't know where we'll go from there. I may repeat season 9 and then go back to season 10 again, but I'm just going to kind of keep him in that 10 o'clock spot. So you can still have your Doc Martin because it's just a great show. He's a guy, and somehow we all relate to all those people that are in Port Wayne. It's so great. And that's your May right there. It's all ready for you to watch. I would love to know what you're watching. I would love to know what you're looking forward to in May. You can pop it in the comments, or you can always give me a call right here at the station. Just ask for Cathy and TV programming, and you get my voicemail. I'll get back to you. I do have some dates to note in May just to recognize the month. May 5th is Cinco de Mayo. I know a lot of us really enjoy that. We have so many Mexican restaurants here in the Toledo area that I'm sure you'll find a place that you'll be able to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. May 6th is Holocaust Remembrance Day. May is Holocaust Remembrance Month, but they do celebrate it on May 6th as the day. So May 12th, Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. What I would love to know in the comments, so we can all kind of have a little chat, what was your favorite Mother's Day that you got your mother or that you received as a mother? I would love to know. Some of us have gotten some pretty interesting stuff and maybe have given some pretty interesting stuff too. That would be a fun chat for all of us to have. But happy Mother's Day on May 12th. And then, of course, on May 27th, it's Memorial Day. And a lot of us will have that Monday off, and that will be nice for a nice long, long weekend. So I sure look forward to seeing you here for our first Monday in June on June 3rd at 3 p.m. with our June schedule wrap up. I really enjoy these. I hope you get a lot out of these too, and I would love to know. But I want you to enjoy the great weather, great spring May weather. We have some of the cool, some of the warm, flowers blooming, all that fun stuff we can get to do outside. So I hope you enjoy it. So I look forward to seeing you on June 3rd for our June WGTE Primetime right here at 3 o'clock. Thanks for joining me today.